Hi everybody, welcome to Sam's Doing Stuff. What am I doing today? Well, I'm gonna answer the question that I get more than any other question on my channel. Sam, how can you possibly make money selling firewood with all that equipment? So honestly, it's a fair question. People look around and they see all this stuff: tractor, mini skid steer, big firewood splitter, all kinds of attachments, chainsaws, excavators, trailers, truck, you name it. And dollar signs, they just start seeing dollar signs and they add it all up. Sometimes all people see is the dollar signs, and I get it. What you don't see is the story behind how all this stuff got here in the first place. So today, let's talk about the firewood math that it seems like nobody understands. Before we go any further, I should probably tell you a little bit about my background. I have a telecommunications degree, worked at a TV station for 22 years, and I also have a minor in business. Now, I also owned a very successful wedding videography business for 15 years, and I had all kinds of camera equipment, microphones, well over $100,000 worth of gear, and I know what it means to expect a return on investment with a purchase like that. And here's another very relevant bit of history in my background is I was already doing all of this. I liked chainsaws before I sold any firewood. I liked being outdoors before I sold firewood. I liked tractors before I sold firewood. I loved trucks and trailers before I sold any firewood. I liked making firewood before I ever sold firewood. The firewood business didn't create the hobby. The firewood hobby created the business. If I wasn't selling firewood, I would still be doing this. Let's compare this to something else. This is a tractor that I paid $16,000 for. If somebody went out and bought a $16,000 bass boat, are you gonna ask him how many fish he has to catch in order to pay for the bass boat? If somebody buys a Harley Davidson, are you gonna ask him, well, how many miles you have to ride that before it paid for itself? If somebody plays golf, are you gonna ask them how many golf? Seriously, I could go on and on and on, example after example, but as soon as you buy a log splitter, everybody becomes a CPA. In fact, if you watch the last video, I spent the entire day using all of this equipment and I didn't make a stick of firewood. I pulled out a small tree, I cleared some brush, hauled some stone, maintained property, and that's when it hit me. People call all of this stuff my firewood equipment. It's not firewood equipment, it's property equipment, it's maintenance equipment, it's quality of life equipment, it's problem solving equipment. And the fact that I use it for firewood just gives it another use. So now let's talk about what I actually own. I already own the truck. I already own the trailers. I've owned this tractor since 2016. For crying out loud, my brother owns the excavator. There wasn't a $100,000 shopping spree. This was years and years of accumulating equipment that solved problems and improved my quality of life. Here's a perfect example. Let's talk about these barns. These barns were a liability. I saw potential. I saw investment in something that can pay back dividends, something that I can put my time, my money, and my efforts into that will eventually be more than what they were when I started. So let's talk depreciation and let's keep it simple, okay? You buy a $20,000 piece of machinery, it doesn't have to pay you back $20,000 immediately. Depreciation says that it needs to pay what its value is over a certain period of time of its useful life. If you pay $20,000 for something and over a certain amount of years, maybe it needs to make $2,000 a year. That's the way it works. That's the way businesses think. That's the way farmers think. That's how contractors think. Here's the thing people miss. Listen, I'm 54 years old. I don't need more hard work. I need my time. I need my back. I need my knees. I need things to be easier. This doesn't just move baskets of firewood. It saves my body. That $13,000 lawnmower that nobody asked me how many mows do I have to. Anyway, that $13,000 lawnmower over there doesn't just cut the grass. It saves my time. The axis doesn't just make firewood. It saves your back. It saves your time. The goal is to take money and invest it in things that are going to increase your longevity, your health, and your well-being. Isn't that worth spending the money on? It seems like that's working smarter and not harder. Here's another misunderstanding that I think a lot of people just don't get. When you buy good quality equipment, you're not just throwing your money away. Go look at used stuff. Look at used tractors. Look at used splitters. Look at used chainsaws. Look at anything used. Most of those things have maintained their value. If not, some of them are worth more than what they were paid for brand new. It's a hedge against inflation. When you buy something of good quality and you use it, take care of it, when you're done using it, most of the time, if you need to sell it, you can get darn near what you paid for it in the first place. Let's take this trailer for example again. I paid $10,000 for this when I bought it. I needed it, and so I bought it. If I had taken that $10,000 and put it in a drawer and just let it sit, it would be eaten away by inflation. You guys know how much inflation has accumulated over the years. But now, if I went to buy this trailer brand new, and it's in darn good shape, I've kept good care of this, okay? If I went to buy this brand new, it's over $15,000. I could sell this right now for just about exactly what I paid for it, and I got to use it all those years for free. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, YouTube. Some of this equipment came to me via partnerships. Companies don't just send out this equipment because they're nice. They're buying something. They're buying awareness. They're buying exposure. This is advertising. The equipment is compensation, just like a paycheck. If I had a 9-to-5 job and I was making a decent wage and I decided it's my money, I'm gonna spend it on equipment, you're not gonna sit there and go, oh, well, I wouldn't do that. That's an awful lot of money to be spent. No, it's my money. I'll spend it the way I want to. I'm earning this by doing YouTube videos. So many people don't understand that concept. They get value from sending us equipment to use. Got it? So what's the return? And once again, I want you to think about that if I had a 9-to-5 job and I took my paycheck from a 9-to-5 job and I put it into firewood equipment and decided to make firewood, it would be the same thing. I'm investing my time, my talents as a YouTube creator to put all of this into something I was already doing, making firewood, and grow it, okay? I could have been a vacation YouTuber. I could have been showing you wonderful vacation spots to try out, and companies would be sending me to these, but I chose firewood. So what's the return? Is it firewood sales? Yes. Is it YouTube revenue? Yes. Is it sponsorships? Yes. Is it exercise? Yes. Is it enjoyment and a quality of life that I was already doing anyway? Yes, 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 yes. The payoff is more than money. At the end of the day, I think people get stuck on whether this is a hobby or a business. And quite frankly, it's both. Why not get paid to do something that you enjoy doing anyway? Every basket I sell helps support something that I love doing. Every machine has found another use and another way to earn its keep. And every new piece of firewood equipment is not a huge expense. It's an investment in something that you already love doing. If you're going to do the work, you might as well have the equipment to make it easier. So maybe the question isn't, how in the world do you make any money selling firewood with all of that equipment? Maybe the question should be, how does one piece of equipment create value in something that you're already doing if you use it the right way? For me, that answer is just priceless. And let me tell you guys, I hope this clears things up. I really do. I get this question so often. I think from now on, I'm just going to refer people back to this video. It's an investment in your time and your back in something you're already enjoying doing anyway. You might as well have the equipment to make it better for you. And in the long run, It's just an investment. That's all. It's that simple. I hope this clears it up for everybody. I really appreciate you watching. And if you're a woodhound, you know, if you know, you know. And if you know, you already know. But maybe this will help you clear it up for people who don't know, right? So anyway, I'm glad you stopped by and watched it. If you like this and you want to see how far this goes and what new equipment I get in the future, because I'm going to keep doing this. This is the stuff Sam does. Just click all the buttons. That way you can see me next time when I'm doing more stuff.